Hey guys, I am Game Advisor, and today we'll be going over the Icarus Week 43 update. Now this update will include some improvements to exploration missions and just some kind of minor update stuff. Before we get started, I will say this is a small update, so I'm going to try to keep things quick and concise because it won't affect most players watching this video. With that being said, let's get started. Now, first things first, they made it so all exploration missions, with the exception of Spirit Walk, of course, have now been improved to add exotic locations, meaning those little mineable exotic nodes, and have removed all boundary limits from those beginning missions. This is great for new players. Again, this update is going to be focused around them, so you're going to see a lot of that in this. There's a lot of updates to new players. They also mentioned that those exotic nodes on those exploration missions are going to have roughly 200 to 400 exotics per 3 of them that you actually find, which is a big step up. That's a lot of extra exotics, which, to be fair, makes sense considering how expensive things are nowadays. However, this might make it so that the regular mineable in the ground exotic nodes just aren't as plentiful. Now, the next thing they did with this update was they added mammoths back into the game. If you didn't know, they did take these guys away for a little while, and that was for some good reasons. But nonetheless, they are back now, and they have some tweaks they've added to them. Along the way, though, they also managed to fix some long-term issues players have been having. These include things such as when you die and you have a weather debuff, they now have made it so that when you respawn in, that weather debuff goes away if you're spawning in like a shelter or a cave or something, so that you don't just instantly die. Again, this was just an issue for some players, not all. They just have a few extra things down here. This includes things like extra optimization for players who were having issues, and they finally added the ability to easily scale stockpile rewards by difficulty. Again, this isn't really a big deal for most of us, but hey, it's something, it's in there. If this is something you've been experiencing or have experienced in the past, it should be gone. But hey, we also got mammoths. I love mammoths. They're big, they're fuzzy, they're cute, and I get to murder them for food. So hey, I'm not complaining. Now, aside from that, they did also expand and improve upon the Beachhead mission. If you don't know which one this is the very first mission most players will encounter when they play Icarus. They've done this by including 2 new quest steps, which will provide more direction into crafting and prompts players to practice the process of mining and thus consuming oxite. Again, this is not a big deal. This is just more so, hey, when people were new to the game, and again, this will help those who are still new now, when they first play, to know exactly how they get said oxygen. That's it. That is all it's going to do. It really doesn't add that much else into it. Now, there were some other additions and some other tweaks they've done along the way, but this is going to cover about 98% of really what this update has to offer. It is, hey, we fixed some bugs. Hey, we updated some old missions to be a little bit better than they were in the past because we know new players don't like these things, and that's basically it. Again, I think these are all great additions, but at the end of the day, they aren't really anything that's going to impact most of you guys watching this video because I'm assuming the vast majority of you have either played the game enough to get past these, or you already are just experienced enough that they don't really matter to you. If you happen to be new in watching this video, I will say Icarus has gotten a lot better since launch. It is not perfect by any means, but it is still significantly better. So maybe give it another shot. Otherwise, I want to give a big shout out to all of our members, especially our Platinum and above ones, which include Caustic FPV and Jim Phillips. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Hit the notification bell and subscribe for more Icarus and other survival game content. I'm Game Advisor, and I'll see you next time.